Welcome back to the RPGMaker MV tutorial series level 2. So now our map has a few NPCs. However, we don't really have anything to do yet. So why don't we add some shops, and while we're at it, let's check out how to make houses. Let's make a game. So here we are back in RPGMaker MV. Now if you recall, our NPC that we meet in the first instance says, "My grandma runs the inn up there." So, where could the inn be? Well, this is a good spot for an inn. Let's put it up here. Why not? First thing to do is to switch over to Map View. We'll go to the inn sign on tileset page B, and we'll just click there. There's our inn. Fantastic. Switch back to events by clicking here or pressing F6. We can right click, quick event creation, and a door. The problem is we don't have anywhere to go because we haven't created our inn map yet. So let's do that first. We'll right click the fishing village because this is where we want the inn to be. We'll hit load and we'll find the inn, which is a little bit further down. Inn, first floor. Click OK. Now we have an inn. Let's go back to the fishing village, set up a door that can go into the inn, arrive here. Fantastic. Then we'll go from the inn just to make sure we don't forget. Quick event creation. This time we'll just transfer, we won't put a door there. And we'll come out of the inn outside in the fishing village. Fantastic. We know that we're going down in both cases. We could set that as we like. If you recall from level 1, you can simply right click here on the stool, quick event creation, and create an inn. We could set anyone that we like. Perhaps we'll make an older lady. Why not? Price, you can set that as you like. And let's see what our inn is like. So we'll press play. And off we go. So we come up to our inn. Open the door. In we go. In we go. Ha ha ha. Yes. Don't have enough money. Okay. So we need to also find some money for our character. How are we going to get some money? Well, let's just do a simple generous NPC. Why not? We'll put in some text. Here is some money. Let's make them someone who looks wealthy. I don't know. A princess. Why not? That was the princess on People 3. Princess hanging around the fishing village, as they do. Here's some money. Below that we'd put change gold. Increase. Let's give them 500 gold. And then player can say thanks. Okay, let's try that again. Press play. Talk to the princess. And off we go. Let's try going to the inn. Talk to the grandma. And there we are. We have a stay in the inn. Okay, so we've got an inn. Next on our agenda, let's make a shop. Go to tileset B, click here, press F5 or the map. There's our inn. Now, we'll press. We'll go to F6 to set up a door, but we still don't have anywhere to go. So first of all, let's set up our map. Click load. We'll find an item shop. Click OK. Go back to the fishing village. Right click. Quick event creation. Door. Item shop. Click OK. And this is exactly the same as in the tutorial level 1 series. If you want to go through it a bit slower, you can go back to level 1 and review that. Click on item shop. Right click here, quick event creation, transfer out to the fishing village. Click OK. There's our shop set up now. Next thing we need is a shopkeeper, so we'll right click, new, and we'll set up a text that says, would you like to buy something? Okay, which is face. Suitable fat cat looking merchant. He looks great. Make sure that his image is also set. So he was people 3, middle of the 3 columns there. Now, when you say would you like to buy something, show choices, yes or no, and under yes, press enter, and we will go to shop processing. Okay, this gives us a list of things that we can do here in our shop. Double click the first row there, and we can set a potion. Just leave it at default. That means that when you update the item pricing, it will update across all of your shops automatically. If we click OK, we now have a shop that simply sells 1 potion. So we'll save that and let's test it. So here we are testing. Get some money from our princess. We'll go into our merchant. Would you like to buy something? No, we just go back out. Would you like to buy something? Yes. Have to click on buy, and we can buy 4 potions. Press right click to exit. If we now press escape and items, we can see that we now have 4 potions. Fantastic, our shop's working. Let's flesh it out a bit. So, what else we would like to add to our item shop? Let's go back to him, double click on there. Click on the shop processing, press space to edit it, double click on the next line. Let's add some magic water and a dispel herb and a stimulant. Perfect. Still don't have any weapons or armor here. Maybe we should also add in some weapons and armor. Double click here. We'll set a weapon. You can buy a sword in this shop. Great. You can also buy some cloth armor. Fantastic. And we'll leave the other more exciting things for later on. Why not? So let's just check if we can buy a sword and armor. So we start the game with our single hero. If we click on database, we can see our actor. Our hero is, under system, our hero is our one and only member of the party when we start the game. Click our hero, we can double click on weapon, and we'll just set that to none, and we'll double click on armor, we'll set that to none. Click OK. We'll just get our princess to give us a bit more money so that we can afford everything, otherwise we won't be able to buy what we're after. Click OK, we'll just playtest that really quickly. So, we go up and get some money from our princess. Thank you. We'll go into the inn, into the shop. Yes, we want to buy something. Buy. Now let's buy a sword. And some cloth armor. Press escape. Go to equip. Our hero doesn't have a weapon at the moment. Click equip. Double click here. And there. Click there. And now we have a sword and some cloth armor. Fantastic. That now gives us something to do, in that we need to obtain a sword and some armor before we start our adventure. And one more thing we might like to do, just flesh this village out a little bit, is to add in some houses. So, let's find a house. We want to right click on the fishing village, we'll load up a map, we'll find house 1. Click OK. First of all, we'll set up a door, right click there, quick event creation, door, going to house 1. Click OK, OK, and from house 1 we'll have an exit. Quick event creation, transfer, back to the village. If we can find the button, find the right spot. Okay, and there we are. We'll come out of the house, click OK, and there's our house. What can we put inside it? Let's add a new random NPC. We'll just copy this one, put them in the house there. We'll change the picture, so let's give them an image here. And let's make it this sort of fortune tellery looking lady, why not? Okay, people 4, last one. And people 4, last one. Right, she could be moving around or she could be sitting there. It's really up to you, but maybe we'll just have her sitting there so we can potentially use her in a quest. Now, this village is relatively small, so we could quite easily add another house. So let's do fishing village, and we'll add house 2. Very quickly, set a second door over here. Quick event creation, door, fishing village, house 2, entrance. Okay. Okay. And from house 2, same deal again. Quick event creation, transfer, exit the village. Great. Can paste another villager in here. Give them an image. Double click. And we could have, say, this guy. Okay, there's people 4 as well. And I think he was this one here. Right. Excellent, and he can move around randomly inside his house. Let's say that we didn't want to fill in every single house. What can we do? Well, you can also just have a little trick, which is to set up a door. And that door could head straight back to, say, the middle of the village. Or where you started, doesn't really matter. Click OK. Now we'll change the image, and we can set it to something like this. That's a barred door. Okay, we'll set it so that it's set to barred door, and we will have direction fix, and that means that this barred door image won't change. And what we'll do is we can set it so that, as we said, the player ends up in the village, and we can add a little text. So we've just copied and pasted in some text, which says something like, looks like this house is abandoned, maybe someone will move in when the next chapter starts. I'd better go back to town. So what does our new town look like? Let's play test. Okay, we can now walk around our village. We can see our inn, we've got our shops, we've got our house up here. There's our fortune teller. We can of course go into the other house over there, which has the same effect. We can see our gentleman, and here we have our kind of abandoned looking house. We walk in, looks like this house is abandoned, maybe someone will move in when this, I better go back to town. And there we are. So you can use that to fill in blanks and reminder for yourself that you need to fill in the town houses later on. I think that brings us to the end of this episode. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please consider smashing those like and subscribe buttons, as they do help with the algorithm. Now it's your turn to go make a game. See you in the next one.